Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Heidi and today I have a little bit different video for you. I have been doing videos for 3 months now, since January, and I thought maybe it's time to do some kind of introduction video. I have already been on Instagram for like a year already and I have done many introductions over there, but the last one I think was like half a year ago, so I thought it's good to do that over there too. I just started to do this spread with colors that I liked and with these glitter heart stickers that I got from my mom, and I thought it was nice to use them for this spread. And so that's how the colors became black, red and white. And I do like that color combination, so I think it's quite fitting for me. So, okay, let's start with my name. As you know, my name is Heidi already. It's written like H-E-I-D-I, and people from different countries pronounce it very differently. I think Heidi and stuff like that. And I was born in 14th of February 1995 in Finland, so this makes me 26 years old now. And I was born in a small town that doesn't have that many people living there. But yeah, I don't live there anymore, but my parents do, so I visit it often and stuff like that. But I have moved like 8 times already, and I have lived in 4 different towns / cities in my life. And yeah, 8 times moving, it's a lot considering I'm 26 years old and I did all these movings after I turned 19 and when I first moved out from my parents' house. Yeah, I moved out right away after high school when I started to study literature. I have 2 older siblings and I have brown eyes and brown hair, which was actually more like blonde when I was a kid. But now it has darkened a lot, so my natural color is more to brown, darker brown than lighter brown, to be honest. And well, I used to dye my hair a lot, so it was for a while black, but I kind of got bored with that. I had to dye it often, and yeah, it was just stressing for me to dye it all the time. And I'm more of a carefree person who doesn't even brush her hair most of the time if I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, that's kind of person I am. Anyway, this is a little bit of a random fact of me. I have 3 names, like 3 first names, kind of, like second name and third name, and then the last name. I'm not going to tell you the other names, but the second name is from my grandmother, and the third name is my mother's second name. So those names have a little bit of story behind them. And also my first name, Heidi, was, I think, my sister's doll's name before I even was born, and I think my sisters had a lot to do with that my name became Heidi. So yeah, that's a nice story about my first name. Well, I love reading, writing, singing, crocheting. I'm sorry if I wrote it wrong over here because I don't remember how it's written and I didn't want to check it out. I was too lazy. But I also love drawing, stationery, dogs, my family, and pretty much everything to do with doing with my hands, and you know, like notebooks, pencils, yarn, everything like that. Stickers are amazing, I would say. Also, so I kinda into glitter and things also, and I love blue color and red, but mostly blue right now. So I want everything that is blue, I guess. And stars. Oh yes, I love galaxies and stars, and space is really fascinating. And I also love nature, by the way. And I really do enjoy going to forest and staying at my parents' cabin and going to the lake, rowing there. Just chilling in the nature because it calms my nerves. And seriously, right now I live in a city but I'd rather live closer to forest or some kind of nature spot that I can just get to faster than I can right now. There's just too many cars, too many people for me right now, and I miss living in a single house. What is that word? Anyway, the house that isn't in a apartment building and stuff. Okay, I need to stop rambling right now. So yeah, I live with my boyfriend together right now, and as I said, I live in a bigger city. I'm not going to tell which one, but it's a very beautiful city and I really do love it, but I'd rather live a little bit further away from the city center than what I'm doing right now. I also study Finnish right now as my major, and I'm also almost bachelor. I have a bachelor of Finnish, but I also already have a bachelor of literature that I studied earlier. Then I studied Finnish, and I'm aiming to be either a teacher or a librarian. When I start my master's studies, I'm going to either start studying to become a teacher, which takes a year, or to become a librarian, which also takes a year. And I don't know which I'm going to do because both need kind of like entrance. One needs entrance exam that I already took. I don't know how it went. And the other one needs more work because it's not in my university that I can study. And I need to ask for permission to study at another university while staying in my own university. Okay, it's very complicated and I know you're not interested, so I'll move on. And the last random points I got here is that I'm an introvert, and while I really do like living with people and like that I have always someone to talk with, it's mostly with my family, and other people just kind of wear me out, and I love to come back to home and to my family after that and just stay in quiet. And the other side, I added some kind of random facts about me, like not so random facts about me, sorry, like about my writings, what some kind of bullet journaling I do, and what kind of reading, games and movies I enjoy. I thought these 3 categories are perfect because that's what my Instagram and my YouTube accounts are about. So writing has always been a really important hobby for me, and I started writing when I was something like 11 or 12 after I read Harry Potter and found out that you can actually write yourself stuff. You don't have to be anything more than you are to write something, basically. When I found fanfiction, I realized that, and I wanted to write my own fanfiction, and after that I wanted to write my own stories. So that's why, despite whatever happens at the moment with Harry Potter fandom and J.K. Rowling, I just can't cast Harry Potter away because it has been such a huge inspiration for me. And right now I have 3 works in process, 1 contemporary, 1 sci-fi, and 1 sci-fi/fantasy story. And I have talked a little bit about 2 of these on my Instagram account if you're more interested to learn more. Maybe I'll make even a video over here on YouTube to tell more about my WIPs. Last fact that I wrote is that I write both by hand and with laptop. Handwriting is actually something I got into lately, and it's been kind of freeing, and I think my imagination runs much more freely with handwriting than on laptop, even though I'm such a slow writer and my brain goes faster, which makes it a little bit difficult. Then bullet journaling. I prefer thicker notebooks with thicker paper, like 160 GSM. I know this is what I prefer because I can do whatever with the pages and it doesn't solve the other side. Then mostly I use my bullet journal as my creative outlet, not really that much for planning, even though it's a very big part of it because it's helped me to keep up with my deadlines for videos and Instagram posts, but also for my studies, that I know whatever happens. I've never been able to live without a calendar, So now bullet journal is both my calendar, but most of all, it's something I can to do creatively. And finally, about reading, games and journals. I'm new to adult fantasy, but I want to read more of adult fantasy books, and right now I'm reading the Wheel of Time series, and I can say that I really like adult fantasy, and I can see myself reading more of it. Lately, before this, I only did read something like young adult fantasy or teen fantasy. And I'm currently playing a lot of fantasy RPGs, like Dragon Age and The Witcher 3, which is actually one of my favorite games ever. And my favorite book is still and forever Harry Potter, even though The Wheel of Time is really starting to be one of those. The Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games, The Mandalorian, one of my favorite TV series, and The Great Gatsby, one of my favorite movies. So I hope you liked this random video about me, and I wish you like my videos and are willing to subscribe for me to watch more of my notebookist videos, and I hope to see you in the next one.